So let me ask you this. I mean, we use an Amazon affiliate link, and I imagine there's also people out there who are saying, well, you know what? It's really, really convenient. And I mean, so what is the cost of something like this? And we can talk about Amazon, but also, more broadly speaking, when we talk about huge companies like this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. So Amazon's great, right? In terms of from a consumer perspective, I buy from Amazon. My wife is a member of Amazon Prime. Like I get, it's not. I'm not like making a criticism of people using Amazon. I mean, there's a reason that people use it. The argument, so the point of talking about Amazon is to understand that there has been an accumulation of power in our culture, and to look at why that is. Amazon isn't so. So the way that Amazon and Jeff Bezos likes to portray what they do is as a more efficient, great customer service experience. In fact, Amazon is a political construction. It is subsidized in lots of different ways by taxpayers, and it is the result of changes in our legal environment that allow the rise of monopoly power. Now, we don't notice it as consumers because as consumers, we're in many ways the beneficiary of some of the things that Amazon does. But Amazon has now concentrated power in, say, the book market, which is its oldest market. And what you've seen there is that author incomes have dropped by about 25% or so. It's a company that loves books and hates authors. And what you don't see as a reader is the books that are never written because of this concentration of power. You don't see the books that are worse than they would otherwise be because there isn't the financing to actually do the research for those books. And if you look at the way that Amazon is taking this model of coming into the book market and implementing it across the economy in every nook and cranny that it can, what you're seeing is an incredible cram down of the ability of producers of goods, services, and content, cram down of their income and their power. And what it's going to look like in a few years if we don't do something about it is a society where everything is mediated by Amazon, and the selection of goods and services that we can get is worse and worse and worse, and cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. And we as workers, as producers, as authors, as creators, as artists will no longer be able to effectively function.
I mean, in some respects, in terms of how it impacts us as those things, Amazon is still very much the sort of the sowing process as opposed to the reaping process, right?
Yeah, in some markets, that's right. It mostly, well, I don't know. It's a good question. And so I guess you'd have to look at it kind of market by market. Like certainly in the book market, it is where it is. I think
right.
It's in the reaping process. In the in maybe like the media market, I mean, Amazon is now the second biggest producer of content. I think by that I mean TV shows and movies. It's bigger than HBO. It's bigger than ABC. It's bigger than CBS. The only one that's bigger is Netflix. So it right there, it's in the sowing aspect of it. But you could look at it market by market, how much competition there is in each of those markets. So once Amazon is able to drive competitors out of business, then it goes into the reaping part of it.
Hi, folks. Sam Seder here. We still need your help on our Patreon page. YouTube ads have come back, but not nearly as much as we had before. So if you can help us out, any little bit helps. Head over to our Patreon page right at this URL, and you'll help us keep helping you by making videos